50, 45. There goes Davis.
Oh my God!
Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow! Oh my God! Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in everyone to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager. Today is Monday, July 7th, 2025. Kid, I am still in the hotel. I paid for the enhanced Wi-Fi, so we shouldn't have a problem. $4 for enhanced Wi-Fi.
Per day or for the whole trip?
Per day.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not bad.
Yo, you're the second person that Scott, friend of the show. I was on the MLB show with him yesterday. He said, "Yo, that's not bad. $4 a day
For an advance or enhance?
Enhanced. So there's obviously free Wi-Fi in the hotel, but it's trash. I tried to use the free Wi-Fi and it would work, but bro, I did the enhance. Shit's moving now. So we're streaming. We're good. Everything's good here. We're in Rhode Island till tomorrow. I will be back in New Jersey and tomorrow. So everything is good. Tan, kid. Got some tan.
Yeah. I'm definitely,
I like it.
Definitely dark over here. Had a great 4th of July weekend. Hope yours and everybody listening had a great one as well. As you can see, got a little darker than
Your face looks red, kid. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I was outside all weekend, so I had a great time. And got a little darker than I needed to.
Kid, I was going to ask you, how was your 4th? Because I have a hell of a fucking story.
Yeah. So went a couple barbecues. Went to two different families' house. Went to the Walshes.
Nice.
So, it was just a great overall Friday. Saturday, I just recovered. I took a big nap. Saturday, I just recovered. And then yesterday, I went to Hurricane Harbor at Six Flags.
Oh, nice. How was that?
First time ever there. It was great. Wild pack. It was packed. But overall, it was good.
Ratchet?
Nah, it was just a lot of people. First time I was there, so it didn't really bother me. But everybody that I was with, they were like, definitely got to come back during the weekday because it's not like this.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you had a good time. So 4th of July, let me tell you, because we left on Thursday. Well, no, we left our audience and I left you on Thursday. Friday, right? We're like, hey, we were going to come up to Rhode Island. And we were like, you know what? It was just a long day and I had work and I recorded. I was like, fuck. I didn't even work. I didn't even work 4th of July. I don't know what it was, but we just decided to stay local for New Year, for 4th of July, right? So I'm like, fuck, all right. And to be honest, I didn't want to. I wanted to come up to Rhode Island. I really like Rhode Island. So I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, you know what? Sophia wants to stay. She wanted to see the good fireworks on the Hudson, right? So we go to Jersey City. We have a great dinner, 2-3 blocks from the water, right? Right on the Hudson. Bro.
Big.
Yeah. So it's 8:39, right? So we're walking. We're having a great time. Vibes are high right now, kids. So we're going there. And when I tell you it is packed to the 9, everyone is on the pier. Everyone.
Yeah, everybody. I did it one time, never again.
You sound like my girl now. Never again.
Yeah, it was worth it. Was it worth it? Because to me, it was worth it. But leaving the place was not.
Bro.
But the nice
20-minute
fireworks show was amazing.
So the fireworks. So we get there, right? It's 8:39. It's dark, and they just start. As soon as we get to the pier and we find a little bench, they just start. So we're like, perfect timing. The night is going so smooth, and whenever it goes smooth, it just hits
left.
you. It goes left. So we're watching the fireworks. It's the Macy fireworks right on the Hudson. It's beautiful, and then you see the ones on the East River on the all the way in the back.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, right? We're taking selfies, doing the whole fucking relationship thing, right? When I tell you, we looked to our left and her jaw dropped. No cap, because when I tell you there was 300 to 400 people, a stampede just running towards us. And all Sophia and I hear is, he has a gun. He has a gun.
No
And
way.
everyone dipped. And Sophia, she left me. She left me in the dust. Left me. I look back to her. She's gone. I'm like, fuck. I pick my pants up.
Gone. Yeah.
I'm
moving.
gone. I'm moving now. So I finally catch up to her, and she's going towards a hotel. I'm like, nah. If there's a fucking shooter, we're not going in a hotel. Like, I've seen too many movies. We're not going in a hotel, right? And I grab her. I'm like, no, we're not going in a hotel. So we're down like this alleyway, like where less people are. We're not going towards the group of people.
Yeah.
So, bro, we waited out like 10, 15 minutes, and we like, I get on Google Maps of like where we parked, and like I take us through the back way, 10 minutes, and we finally get to our car, and she was so scared, obviously. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I get on Twitter and I search up Jersey City, active shooter.
There was an active shooter?
Allegedly, that's what Twitter says, but there was nothing confirming like on News 12 or anything. It was
I doubt it was. I guarantee it was just a firework that went off nearby, and everybody
bro.
started running.
Everyone started bugging out, and
Yeah.
all we heard were women and these kids saying, "He has a gun. He has a
Yeah.
gun." And
Next time,
everyone
just stay
freaked
right
out.
there, especially on the 4th of July. If it was like,
it freaked her out, bro.
Yeah.
And she was like, "We're never coming here." I'm like, I didn't want to be here.
yeah. Nah,
I wanted to be in Rhode Island.
Yeah, me personally, I would advise nobody to go. Honestly, don't get me wrong. If for the one time, do it.
Yeah,
But I guarantee after that one time, you'd be like, you know what, I could live without it.
I could live without it. Like, honestly, the fireworks were amazing. Like,
Yeah, that's the only good thing about it. Leaving
Yeah.
sucks. Getting a spot sucks. Traffic leaving sucks. Like
yeah,
everything not firework show sucks.
yeah. But other than that, man, 4th of July was okay. Before that, though, holy shit, Joey Chestnut, man. He is the fucking man. The underhit. The underhit 70.5. The total was 71.5. And we don't get there, but he wins again. I'm telling you, I say this tongue in cheek, but I'm dead ass. He's one of the best athletes of all time. And people, when I say that, people are like, oh, you're just, I couldn't be more. Look at me. I couldn't be more dead ass.
Dylan told me this like a week ago, and I was like, I can't argue. I can't debate it because you got to look at what they've done in their sport. And if you want to consider, I know a lot of people won't consider it a sport, but he's dominated the sport for over a decade now.
Yeah.
No other
Kachialbo or whatever his name is.
No other athlete.
Yeah.
What he won 12 times in a row now? Something like that?
I got to get the actual number, but
like,
yeah.
Tiger Woods never won 12 in a row. Serena Williams never won 12 in a row. Jordan never won 12 in a row. LeBron, Wayne Gretzky never won 12 in a row. Like, whoever your GOAT of all time is, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to put him in that conversation, me. But you can't deny, like, somebody like Dylan who's dead ass, he's been on a dominant run.
17-time winner.
How many in a row?
Oh, well, he got banned last year, and he just came back.
We don't count that.
Yeah. I don't know. In a row is crazy.
I think it's 12 in a row. Magic Paulo agrees. Breaking news.
Wait,
Give
what
it
happened?
a clap. Magic Paulo Banchero agrees to a 5-year rookie max $287 million extension. That's all I like to see. Magic made moves, and now they're taking care of their future superstar, and he's there for the long haul deal. And I might add, I know some people might laugh when I say this, at
57.5 a year.
You could make a case he's underpaid.
Is Desmond Bain better than him though?
No, absolutely not.
What?
Absolutely not. But Desmond Bain, remember, he was not. I'm pretty sure he wasn't all NBA, but he might have been all defensive, and that's why he was eligible for that $200 million contract. So you got to remember, though, if you play 65 plus games, you're gonna be eligible for a lot of things. Maybe your talent level doesn't persuade you to be in, but a lot of these superstars that we know, Ja, Braun, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. Think about it. I can name you 5 All-Stars, sure-in All-Stars that won't be eligible for shit next year. Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton. Who's one more? My fault. I'll name you 4.
No, you're good.
So those are 4 all NBA players, top 15 players that will make all NBA. Maybe not first, maybe not second, but they'll make first, second, or third team. Now you're gonna have some people that might be able to snoop in and guess what? They'll get that super max, that Jaylen Brown contract. I know a lot of people don't agree Jaylen Brown should be getting all that money, but guess what? He consecutively plays 65 plus games a year. He happened to be second team All NBA, third team All NBA. Guess what that ends up? You end up getting a huge payday.
I saw a comparison on Twitter. It was I want to get
no
it.
Wild
See.
shit, because you
No.
From Twitter. It's
but it had stats to prove it, and to be honest, I think there's an argument. Not to say, hey, I believe it, but I think it's worth a conversation. Let me get it, but I don't know. I love him. I think Paolo Banchero is definitely worth the money. He's the best player on the team, and I don't think it's close. But there's an argument that Jalen Williams, who just got paid, is better in that 2022 draft than Paolo Banchero.
Oh, J-Dub. You gotta say
Yes.
J-Dub, not just Jalen Williams. You gotta say J-Dub from Oklahoma.
Oh, I thought it was evident, but yeah, J-Dub, Jalen Williams. I mean, outside of points per game,
not just because a lot of people don't remember they were in the same draft. Jalen Dub. Remember, Paolo was the first overall pick. I think Jalen Williams was the 16th pick or something like that.
I mean, outside of points per game and rebounds per game, Jalen Williams has him in every category.
Let's break it down realistically, though. Better defensive player, Jalen Williams. More accomplishments, Jalen Williams. Scorer of the basketball at
Paolo Banchero.
Yes, but we also saw Jalen Williams up his scoring average per game in the NBA Finals at the highest level.
With a broken wrist.
Against a very good defensive Indiana Pacers team, Dill.
You don't think Paolo Banchero could do that if he was on the Thunder, though?
To go from 18 to 26 to 40 points, no. But to average what Jalen Williams averaged, yes. See, it's different still. What Jalen Williams was able to do was kind of special, Dill, because he went from 18 to 20-something to 30 to 40-point game. I think Paolo could average what Jalen averaged, but to improve each game of the finals, to have a better road games than you did at home, it's hard to do now.
Here's a question, because I think Jalen Williams is better than Paolo Banchero. Not to take anything away from Paolo, and not to say he doesn't deserve the money, because I'm all for player to get their bag.
Jalen might get that same contract.
Exactly. Now, here's a question, because I think they still would have won the title, but people are saying respectively the Thunder wouldn't have won the title if they had Paolo instead of J-Dub, and I couldn't disagree more. I still think they would have won the title if you replaced Jalen Williams with Paolo Banchero or Franz Wagner, because Franz Wagner is good too.
I want to go as far as Franz Wagner just because J-Dub and Paolo they kind of play the same position, so you can interchange them. With Franz Wagner, you're gonna have to supplement another piece for him, but I think I can't confidently say, because I think J-Dub is a great. Not to call him a Robin, but a great Robin to Shea.
He is, though.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Paolo will be a Robin to Shea. You understand my point? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if he will accept the Dwayne Wade role like J-Dub is, because we all know J-Dub could go somewhere and be the number one guy. He could average 25 plus points a game. We've seen him do it. I don't know if Paolo could sit back and be like, you know what, Shea's that guy. Let me be the second in command. I don't know if Paolo could do that. So, to me, the chemistry with J-Dub, we see it. It just brought in a title. I'm not sure if that would have worked. But just from talent
Yeah.
perspective, there's no denying. Just from the outside, just from talent wise, OKC would have won a title with Paolo.
I'm happy for him. What up, Derp? Derp's in the chat. He said, gentlemen, make sure you guys check out Superman this week.
Oh, that maybe me. First off, I will wait 3 weeks. Me, I don't like being at a packed movie theater. Even for Lilo and Stitch, I had to sit down.
I'm pro Lilo, not Lilo. I'm pro movie theater.
No, I'm pro movie theater. I'm anti pro packed movie theater.
That's fair. So you like it all to yourself?
Not all to myself, but it don't need to be, let's just say 100 seats. It don't need to be 95 filled. 40, 50's cool. Like, I want to be able to, chill. I don't want to be everybody in the row.
I heard the movie wasn't that good, though.
Me personally, I'll keep it cheap. I cry.
Wow.
Me, I cry.
No, not Lilo and Stitch. I'm talking about Superman.
Oh, Superman. Oh, I'm talking about Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. No, I heard Superman wasn't that good, but I'll check it out. I'm a big movie guy. I just saw the F1 movie. Fucking fantastic, Elvis. Yeah, it was so good.
That's with Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah. Great fucking movie. I saw the Mission Impossible, I told you. But
I heard
real
the
quick,
Mission Impossible was a little weak. The last one was not the best, far from the best one. Let's just say that.
It wasn't the best, but it was so fucking jam-packed with action, and I'm so pro Tom Cruise that I think anything he touches turns to gold. Now, he's a Scientologist when they're a little out there, but great actor. Real quick, though, back on Paulo. Happy for him. 5 years, 287 million. He does have a player option, though. I'm reading from Shams. And it's the first rookie max since 2021 when these two rookies got it. Can you name the other two from that class? 2021.
Not Ja.
No.
2021 Super Max. Jared Jackson Jr.
No.
Fuck. Who got a Super Max? Rookie. Oh, Shea. No. He's been in the league. I'm bugging.
One is on the Lakers. Luka. And there's another one.
Trey Young?
Yes, sir. Those two. Yep.
I forgot when Trey Young got paid, people were upset.
I was. I was people. But honestly, I'm happy what the Magic are doing.
People shouldn't be mad because Trey Young did go to Eastern Conference Finals
one time. I'm happy. Yeah, he still did it. I'm happy though what the Magic are doing. They're going all in. They made a big splash. They re-signed Mo Wagner too over the weekend as well. And they cement their three. They got Franz under a contract. They got Desmond Bane. And then you secure your best player in Paolo Banchero. The Magic are going all in. And I appreciate that. And what you say and what a lot of people say in a wide open Eastern Conference.
Yeah, like I said, I love the moves from the Magic just because you have an opportunity this year. Not just the Orlando Magic. Cleveland.
Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks. If healthy, the 76ers. We'll see what the Bucks can do. But realistically, hey, I want to put the Celtics out the conversation either. But realistically, there's no clear-cut favorite for the East. Maybe you could go ahead and say Cleveland Cavaliers because I think they will have the best record in the Eastern Conference. But to represent the East, to win the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't think going into the season multiple people will be like, yeah, this is the number one team. This is the number one team. I'm going to have Cleveland possibly the number one seed. But to win the Eastern Conference still, I think it's wide open.
All right, kid. Outside of that, shout out Kyle Lowry returning for his 20th NBA season, and they get a discount. He gets a 1-year veteran minimum for the 76ers. Shout out Kyle Lowry. Still in the league.
He's out here still taking charges, still hitting big threes. At the end of the day, he knows
he
his
is.
Role. That's one vet, and I think he's a Hall of Famer. That's one future Hall of Famer. I think that accepted his role sooner than most people usually do.
That's fair.
I will give Kyle Lowry that because a lot of people want to hang on to the past. You know how I love Melo. Melo's jersey, it's not even hung up no more, but it's somewhere around here. And Melo, he held on a little too long. Some of these players hang on a little too long and still think they're that guy. Kyle Lowry's a great role piece vet. Let's not forget, people, he might play average around 15 minutes a game, but come playoff time, he's going to be on the court 25, 30 minutes. And he's going to have a couple charges. He's going to get a couple steals. He's going to hit a couple big threes. And let's not forget, he's not scared of the moment. He's a champ now. He's been there and done that.
I agree with Derp. I don't think he is a Hall of Famer, but I think he'll get in. I'm reading Reddit right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
they said to the naked eye you would say no, but apparent to Reddit, and I'm looking at another source, Basketball Reference, he probably has around a 75 to 80% chance of making the Hall of Fame. He's a 6-time All-Star. He's an NBA champion. He played 20 years in the league. I mean,
he's gonna be a Raptor Hall of Famer all time.
It's sad though. Like, I don't think he should be a Hall of Famer. That's one thing
I can say. One thing I can honestly say, the NFL Hall of Fame is definitely more exclusive than the NBA Hall of Fame. Like, the amount of talent in the NFL Hall of Fame, the NBA can't match. Because there's a couple players, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there's definitely a couple players that's in the NBA that wasn't generational.
He should be thanking his stars that Kawhi went up to Toronto.
He should be I won't even say
no.
He should be thankful they traded DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard, because that was his boy.
Yeah,
that was his boy. If he had a choice, he would have been he would have vetoed it.
There also was a trade earlier today talking about Kawhi and the Clippers, Jazz, and the Heat. They've agreed to trade Norman Powell, great player, to Miami. John Collins to LA. Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, shout out Patterson Catholic, and the 2027 Clippers second-round pick to Utah. So Miami, they're getting a major scoring punch in Powell. Clippers, they find a good lob threat kind of guy. So both Norman Powell and John Collins, they're coming off strong seasons as well. So I think it's a good move for everyone.
Yeah, I like this move because I think I always said it. You know how I feel about Norman Powell. I think Norman Powell,
he's a good player.
He's one of the best six men you could get in the NBA, in my opinion. He could start when needed. We saw him multiple times last year throughout the playoffs when they were riddled with injuries. Kevin Love, I think this is I'm gonna break some news here. I might not be breaking news, but I'm a guess, people. I'm a guess, and I might be right. Tune back. I'm gonna say this is Kevin Love's for a world tour. They're trading him back to the team he got. Oh, wait, no, he got drafted by Minnesota. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would say this is Kevin Love last year, though. Getting traded from Miami, I thought he would have been done last year.
You know whose farewell tour it is this upcoming season? It was announced, and this was
Chris
last.
Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Yeah, so I think
finally.
I think this is Kevin Love's last tour. I think Kevin Love had a great NBA career, and I think it might come to honestly.
I think Kevin Love's a more of a Hall of Famer than Kyle Lowry.
Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. Because let's not forget, at one point in time,
he was averaging 40 in Minnesota.
He was averaging 30 and 15.
Yeah.
So shout out Kevin Love. I think he'll retire. John Collins, still, he could be something for the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm not saying he's a game changer. Not even saying he's Norman Powell, but we saw how impactful he was during that run with Atlanta to go to the Eastern Conference with him and Trae Young. They were special. So I think with James Harden and Collins still, I think they could have a good connection. Collins is a high flyer, that pick and roll with James Harden. I think he'll get a lot of easy buckets around the rim. Him and Zubac probably work well together. So shock, the 3-team trade is beneficial for everybody.
Yeah. Ringless Paul. He's a Hall of Famer based on his stats, but he never won the big one, unfortunately.
Yeah, he said ringless Paul.
But it's true. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. Let's not deny, with some great battles versus that Miami Heat teams, like 2012, 2013. That Pacers team, I'm not saying they would have won it, but there were a couple shots away from winning the Eastern Conference, moving on over that Miami Heat team. So you can make a case if it wasn't for Braun and them, Paul George, I'm not saying they would have won, but he would have made a finals or two. You know, you got to respect those runs. And he
I
took
agree.
a semi-good Pacers team much farther back-to-back seasons than anybody anticipated. So shout out Paul George. I would say he's a Hall of Famer as well. In my opinion,
that's a stretch. I don't think.
all right, real
George is
quick,
a Hall of
who's
Famer.
better? Who's better, Paul George or Kyle Lowry?
Who's better, Paul George?
Okay, exactly.
But who had a better career? Kyle Lowry.
Paul George, Olympic gold medalist now.
Kyle Lowry is too.
Kyle Lowry, 6-time All-Star. I'm pretty sure Paul George at least a 10-time All-Star. Couple All NBAs in there. Definitely, maybe not a first team All NBA, but definitely a second and third. I'm gonna give him 2 All NBA nods, maybe 3.
Yeah, but the end of his stretch is bad right now.
I understand
Paul
though.
George.
We've seen him score 8 points multiple times in a playoff game. I'm not denying that though. All I'm saying is Paul George, for a good amount of his career, was consistently a top 10 player.
Yeah, but that's been a while since he's been a top 10 player.
While. You're not listening.
He's no. I'll stand on this hill. He's no Hall of Famer. Paul George doesn't get into the Hall of Fame.
For a majority of his career, though, especially when he was healthy, he was considered a top 10 player.
Yeah. All right, kid. That's it for NBA. NFL, we didn't really have any news. Can you guess what year Patrick Mahomes is? What year he's entering into
in
the
NFL or his age? Oh, okay.
No, the year.
Season. All right. Mitchell Trubisky. He got drafted. Deshaun Watson. That was 20. Damn, what year was that?
A little trivia for you.
Yeah. Remember, Mitchell Trubisky. What, number 4, number 5 to the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6 to Houston. Deshaun Watson. Kansas City trades up to number 10. I'm going to say this is his 11th season, 2014.
9.
Fuck!
It's close.
Yeah, 2016 they got drafted.
Yeah, 2016.
Damn, because I know
9 years goes by quick, bro.
I tried to put it together. I tried.
Yeah, fucking 9.
Was it Von Miller that draft too? No.
Oh, no. I think we're starting to piece things together now.
Yeah. But Mitchell Trubisky, Deshaun, Pat.
Yeah. Crazy. By the way, how many days until week 0?
Last time I said 56. I'm gonna say 52.
46.
Damn.
I didn't ask you last time, so
it's
been like a week.
I try to cheat.
Yeah. Yeah, so 46 days till week 0. No NFL news.
Next time you gotta ask me how many days to week 1 NFL.
To week 1.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, we will be starting our 2-a-days on Thursday. We will be previewing every team. We will be starting with the AFC East and my Jets. We will start off with the Jets. We'll have our boy Scotty on, Scotty Rochelle, friend of the show. We'll have him on, talk about the Bills and the Jets. We'll give win totals, player projections, hopefully some encouraging news for the Jets this season. Then we'll have CT on for the Patriots as well for next week. Just some itinerary or some breakdown. Then we'll also have our boy Kobe on next week for the Home Run Derby. We're going to have so much fun with that episode. Home Run Derby, All-Star Game. I mean, the AL is going to win, right? They always fucking win.
Always win, and let's take the under. Already.
yeah. The under always hits.
It's gonna be like a 5.5 to 6.5.
By the way, I know you were at Six Flags yesterday, but there were some fucking snubs. Like Seiza Suzuki from the Cubs not getting in. He has 75 or 76 RBIs. He leads the NL in RBIs with 25 home runs as well. Not an all-star? Juan Soto? Not an all-star?
Trey Turner?
Yeah, Trey Turner's another snub as well. So right now, the starters for the AL, Kyle Raleigh, he is just mashing the ball right now. He is the starting catcher.
He's on a pace still. He's on a pace.
Bro, he's on pace. Kyle Raleigh's fucking hitting dingers. First base is Vlad. First place, Toronto Blue Jays, I might add. Vlad. Second base, Gleyber Torres from the Tigers. Interesting.
Mm,
Jose
honestly, he
Ramirez.
deserves it. He
Yeah,
deserves it.
he's good. Jose Ramirez from the Guardians. They fucking suck. They've lost 10 games in a row, but he's good.
Mhm.
Jacob Wilson from the Athletics. He's good from shortstop. Aaron Judge, obviously. Riley Green from Detroit, and Javi Baez, outfielder
Who
for the Detroit. He's having a better year in
who
Detroit.
would have
So
thought? Who would
a
have
little
thought?
change of scenery goes a long way. You have Ryan
Cha-
O'Hearn.
change the position. Now look at him.
Yeah. But you got Alex Berkman. He is a reserve for your Boston Red Sox. Alejandro Kirk, he is a reserve catcher. Josh Chisholm is a reserve. Jeremy Pena is a reserve. Bobby Witt Jr., Brian Bunkston, Stephen Kwan, Brent Brooker. Now the starting pitchers for the AL, Hunter Brown, he's absolutely fucking dealing. Chris Bubich, Garrett Crochet, another Red Sox. Jacob DeGrom,
Your boy.
Hall of Famer. Max Fried, Yusei Kikuchi. Did not expect Yusei Kikuchi. Now he is having a better year at home, but on the road he's not that good. But I was surprised to see Yusei Kikuchi. Now they need one player from each team to represent the team. I guess if you look at the Angels and how bad they are, I guess that is the only guy because Mike Trout can't do it. He just came back. It has to be Yusei Kikuchi. So Tariq Skubal, best pitcher in baseball. He's there. Shane Smith and Brian Wu. Now, relief. Your boy, Roldis Chapman. I think this is his 9th All-Star appearance as well. So good to see him. Josh Hader of the Astros and Andres Munez, the closer for the Seattle Mariners. That is your AL. NL, you got Will Smith from the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman from the Dodgers, Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks, Manny Machado from the Padres, Francisco Lindor. He is starting at shortstop. Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves. Pete Crow Armstrong, he is a beast. Outfielder for the Cubs. Kyle Tuckle from the Cubs. And Shohei Ohtani is the DH. You got Pete Alonso. He's in the reserves. You got Ella De La Cruz. He's good. Matt Olson. Yordan Suarez. Corbin Carroll, Kyle Stovers from the Miami Marlins, Fernando Tatis Jr., James Wood. Shout out James Wood. The guy's a fucking stud for the Nationals. Kyle Schwarber. But yeah, there were a lot of snubs, kids. So yeah.
I'm gonna say my biggest snub is gonna be. I think Juan Soto started a little slow, so I'm gonna respect with Juan. I think he'll be all right. He got a huge payday. I'm gonna say Trey Turner. I think Trey Turner's always been a stud, always been Mr. Consistent, and wouldn't be surprised, somebody, gets hurt or something. He'll be one of the first calls to get brung in.
Yeah, so we'll see. So that is the All-Star game is Tuesday. A week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow, and then the Home Run Derby is a week from tonight. That's my favorite. That's on my bucket list, kid. I want to go to a Home Run Derby one day.
Yeah, I would love to catch the ninth out ball.
The gold ball, right?
Yeah, the gold ball. Well, every year they change it, but
yeah,
the gold ball, you could say.
Yeah, that's sick. It's
like the donation ball. I want the ball that it goes to charity. Like every home run goes to charity. I want.
Yeah, I think I think it changes every year.
Yeah,
inflation,
so whatever,
but I think it's true though.
No, I think it changes the color for the stadium, like the home.
Yeah, I think it's $1,000 per ball or per home run.
I think it's 10.
I'm telling you, inflation. I remember it used to be 1,000, bro. 10,000 per home run is crazy.
Yeah, but think about it. They only get, I think, 5 swings. Is it?
Well,
they've been changing it. So
they changed it so much,
but it's been better. It's been better.
And it is in Truist Park down in Atlanta, Georgia. So it should be a really fun time. But kid, that's all I got over the weekend. Did I miss anything or any other news that came out that I missed?
Nah, I'm surprised we even talked about the Norm Powell, Collins, and Kevin Love trade.
Yeah, I mean that was up until the breaking news to Powell. That was probably the biggest thing in the NBA. But
yeah,
all right, kid. Let's get to these plays.
I checked it because I saw breaking news. I said, "What's that?" Yeah. I said, "What's that?"
Honestly, it didn't even. I'm so fucking locked in. That's how locked in. That's how much I love this show. I was locked in. I didn't even look at my phone, and when you saw it, I was like, oh my god! And now I'm trying to catch up. And
I was thinking it was like a free agency signing or a trade, and that's how Paulo get paid. I said, all right, that's good. Shout out him.
By the way, not to backtrack to the NFL, but when we get to the Vikings, I was looking at Justin Jefferson's receiving prop. Can you guess what it is?
Yards or touchdowns?
Receiving yards. I want to bet the over so much.
Like I said, Dill. Like I said, your boy has a lot to prove.
He
McCarthy.
will. Top 20 quarterback this league this year. Watch.
For the people listening, I apologize for that statement.
JJ McCarthy, he's a winner.
I'm not denying he's a winner. I'm just saying he's not going to have top 20.
Kevin O'Connell, is he not the best play caller in the league outside of Andy
Reid?
Andy Reid, thank you. I almost said Andy Smith first.
I'm gonna still go with Sean McVay.
That's fair. Kyle Shanahan,
and I'm gonna go with I'm gonna put him in there. Yeah, I just forgot his name.
From who? What team?
Philadelphia, your boy.
Oh,
but he's more of a defensive guy.
Yeah.
But he calls some plays. I'm gonna say 1175.
Nick Sirianni.
It
is 1,250 and a half.
Yeah, I was close. 75 yards.
Yeah.
Realistically, Dill,
he could get that.
If
he has to stay healthy, that's the key.
Let's just say this: if Sam Darnold was there, that would be a sure over. If Kirk Cousins was there, that was a sure over. We don't know what JJ McCarthy's gonna be, Dill. We could think, we could have the hope. At the end of the day, he got to show up week 1.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he has to go out there, win 14 games like Sammy D or have that good of the season. All I'm saying is he has to live up. That's all. He has to live up. You're saying top 20. I just hope the kid's not a bust.
I think from the way you talk about JJ McCarthy, I think you don't think he'll do well. That's crazy to me because under Kevin O'Connell, I don't see how anyone couldn't succeed. You put Zach Wilson there, he's going to thrive.
You could thrive without winning.
That's true. 100%. I agree with that.
You could thrive without winning, Dill.
But they're going to win.
All right, one thing, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
You can make a case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they are. But if you want to make the case, Minnesota has the worst quarterback in the division. Might be the worst team in the division. I'm not saying they will be, Dill. But right now, they have a good solid shot to finish 4th in that division. Chicago got better. I don't understand the Lions lost a lot of people in the front and the coaching staff. But they'll be okay. I understand they just lost their center. Tough piece to overcome. But I think the Lions will be okay. And we know Green Bay is going to be a 9 to 11 win team.
I'll say this, and then we can move on. This is a make or break it year, and that might be a hot take. But we're going to see. They got their coach. We are going to see if Caleb Williams is the real deal. If he doesn't thrive, he's not the guy.
I will give him one more year. That's what I'm saying. I'm not asking JJ McCarthy to be a top 20 guy his first year. All I'm asking is not to be the worst quarterback in football. If he's
I don't think he will be.
Me either. But I don't expect them. Put it like this. I might not take the over 12.50 and a half.
Wow. Let me ask you a question. Do you think he'll have a better season than Aaron Rodgers?
JJ McCarthy?
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not.
Interesting.
You think JJ McCarthy's going to throw for 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns with less?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers comes close to that.
All right. Who do you think is going to have more interceptions, JJ McCarthy or Aaron Rodgers?
Probably JJ. But I think he'll have a better year than Aaron Rodgers.
You think he's going to have more passing touchdowns, JJ McCarthy or Aaron Rodgers?
JJ McCarthy. Yeah. He has more weapons. He has a better offensive system.
I'm not denying the weapons he has, Dill. I think
but that helps.
I'm not saying it don't, Dill. I think you got to sit down and watch the man on film.
I have.
At the NFL level. Where?
No, he hasn't played. Everything that I'm reading in practice, he's picking up blitzes. His IQ is off the charts.
You know who you used to say had good practices, Dill?
Who?
Jamarcus Russell. I don't want to hear nothing about practice in training.
We gotta
camp.
move on after
I don't want to hear
one.
about training camp and practicing
That's
about
funny,
how he
bro.
can't get touched because he has a red jersey on. I don't want to hear that. Come
That's
week
funny.
1, Dill. We saw
Jamarcus
Sammy
Russell
D.
got it.
We saw Sammy D week 1
Got it.
going to week 1 and shock the world. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns, over 300 yards passing.
You know why?
I'm not saying JJ has to do that. I know Kevin O'Connell, but
You're laughing, but I couldn't be more dead ass.
I know you're dead ass still. But we've seen Sammy D play at the highest level before. We never seen JJ McCarthy pick up a blitz at the NFL level.
We will in preseason.
Dill, do you not understand this? This
will.
man might be in the toughest division in football.
He
He
probably
might
is.
AFC North might have that title, but Dill, this is gonna be a tough season for JJ.
I don't think so.
All right, real quick.
There are going to be some growing pains, but I don't think it's going to be as hard as you're saying. He's in a perfect situation.
I'm not denying he's in a perfect situation.
But you're acting like he's on the Browns.
All right. Did Caleb Williams, in your opinion, had a good or bad season last year?
Bad.
Whose ceiling is higher, JJ McCarthy or Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams. But Caleb Williams is not in a good situation. Now, if you put Caleb Williams in Minnesota, he would have had an amazing season. He wouldn't have gotten sacked the most in the year. His touchdown to interception ratio would have been better. His soccer would have been better. His attitude would have been better.
Come January, because I'm assuming Minnesota don't make the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah. I want you to sit back and compare JJ's number to Caleb's rookie year numbers.
Who has a better team, the Bears or the Vikings?
The Vikings. Who's better, JJ or Caleb Williams? You know the answer.
I don't know. I want to see it, and that's why I said it's a hot take, but it's a make or break year for Caleb Williams. They got his coach. You can't blame the coach anymore. It's not Eberflus. It's a make or break it. So we'll see. I can't wait to start fucking talking football. I'm getting the hairs are coming up on my. Anything else though? Anything else off of the weekend, or we're good?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Any news on the car? No.
It was too damn hot. I'm sweating right now. You talking about working on the car? I need a fan.
All right.
I need a
sponsor.
All right, let's get to. That's what I need.
Yeah, a fan sponsor. Anybody knowing fans? Tell them to reach out. All right, okay, let's get to these picks. Before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor, Viva Tequila Seltzer. Not the fan seltzer, but we got some tequila. The most refreshing hard seltzer. That's what you need right now. A refresher right now. It's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition with only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavored tequila salsa because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks to just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an elderberry watching the MLB. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with our Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. I believe you're at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. Tuesday, we got about 14 games on the slate for the MLB. I have 4 plays, but I will let you lead it off, kid. By the way, Mets took 2 of 3 over the weekend from the Yankees, so always good to see that.
The over was smashing.
Oh, every game.
Yeah.
Every game.
I know you wasn't able. I know you was debating on going, but you ended up going to Rhode Island. For any Met fan out there that was able to go to the games this weekend, you got your money's worth. Because those games were, from the first inning on, every single game was a zoo. You know, so
it was great.
You got your money's worth. So shout out the Mets taking care of business. Shout out the Subway Series. Always a classic. We're going to start right there. Your New York Mets taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles have won 3 straight. But, Dill, give me Clay Holmes and your New York Mets on the road. Give me the -126 on the money line. I expect y'all to take care of business. You got Young going out on the opposite side. You got a 7 ERA. Can't trust it, Dill. Give me the Mets on the money line. Next game, Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Kansas City Royals. Kind of a little chalky here, but I'm going to lay it with Seth Lugo and Kansas City. Money's coming down. I caught -140 earlier. As of right now, -136. If you want, wait on it. Seth Lugo versus Max Keller. At the end of the day, you can't really trust Keller, especially on the road. Pittsburgh has been a disaster all year. Give me the better team and the much better pitcher, in my opinion. Give me
They're
Seth Lugo.
starting to regress a little bit, Pittsburgh, after they had that hot
Yeah,
stretch.
it's over. It's over,
Yeah.
Dill.
Yeah.
Season's over for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And last play from me, Dill. Texas Rangers taking on the Los Angeles Angels. Remember to say Los Angeles Angels. Nathan Eovaldi on the mound. Former great Red Sox, by the way. Give me Eovaldi on the mound, Dill. Give me the Texas Rangers minus 120 on the money line. I love this play, by the way. Angels, they've been respectable this year. I can't deny it. They've been respectable, but I think they're a bad team. Rangers, I'm not going to say they're a good team, people, but I trust them a little more. Give me the Rangers and Nathan Eovaldi on the money line. Oh, you're still muted, kid. Don't worry. We're
No, sorry. I was trying to upload something. You're good. Yeah, I like the Mets as well. I got minus 120 over the Orioles. I think that's a very short price. I know the Orioles have won 3 games in a row, but they were against the Braves, who, if you're still betting the Braves, I question you. They're just a very bad team at this point. So I like Clay Holmes. I think he bounces back nice here against the Orioles. So I'm going to take the Mets as well. Next play for me, I'm going to take the Yankees in the Mariners game. Yankees, they won the 3rd game, so credit to them. They won a game, but still 3-7, they're struggling to score some runs right now. And against a guy like Logan Gilbert, who's been dealing, I don't trust Will Warren. He had a bad start in his last outing. I'm going to take the Mariners, who I think are playing better baseball right now. Logan Gilbert is the much better pitcher. I'll take the plus 110. I think you're getting good value there with the Mariners. Next game for me, I'm going to go out to Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark. Nick Martinez against Yuri Perez. Miami, they were another team that was hot, still 7-3 in their last 10, but they are under 500 on the road against Cincinnati, who, it was a tough series against Philly, but Philly's a very good team. I like Nick Martinez here in this spot. I think they bounce back at home. Cincinnati is a team you want to back at home. So I'll take Cincinnati on the money line minus 121. And in the last game, I will go out to Minnesota. Simeon Woods Richardson go on the mound for the Twins against Imanaga. Imanaga's a fucking stud, man. I love this guy ever since he came back, and they are rolling right now, the Cubs. They just beat the fucking Cardinals on Sunday Night Baseball 11-0. They put up 11 runs in 2 of the 3 games over the weekend against St. Louis. So they're rolling right now. And on the road, they're a really good team, surprisingly. Even away from Wrigley Field, they're 24-20. So I still don't want to back the Twins. They're on my do not bet list, even though they did take 2 or 3 from Tampa Bay, which was a good series. But I don't trust this offense. I think they're going to be very limited against Imanaga. So it is a little chalky, minus 139 I got on the money line, but I do think the juice is worth the squeeze. So I'll take the Cubs here as my last play. Any other WNBA action, kid? Over the weekend, I bet Angel Reese over rebounds. That hit.
Not for nothing, though. You saw that huge double she had the other day?
She's okay.
Yeah, she had a good game, though. You got to give her credit when credit. So I think she had 24 and 16 or something like that. And guess what, Dill?
Yeah.
Chicago taking on Washington. I'm going to take the Sky plus 5.5, Dill. I know she, came at the W about the refs.
She wasn't happy.
She wasn't happy. I think the refs will be on their side just a little bit. I think they'll cover the number. Give me the plus 5.5 against Washington.
Yeah, Washington have lost 2 games in a row as well. And, 500 for the Las Vegas Aces still. They're on the road. They're in Brooklyn tomorrow. You going to be there? You going to be in Brooklyn?
I hope. Honestly, yeah. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm definitely going to be in Brooklyn. Long Island City and Brooklyn.
Oh, Long Island City, Queens. I fucking hate going to that place, bro.
Realistically, I'm like right at the edge, so it's not horrible for me. It's not like I'm deep into Long Island City.
Still, how's the weather? When I'm coming home tomorrow, how's the weather? All right.
It's more humid than hot.
Okay.
That's what I can honestly say. It's more humid than hot.
All right,
which
kid.
Is not good.
Yeah, no, that's the fucking worst. But all right, kid, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, we have our NFL 2-a-day starting on Thursday. We are locked and loaded. Dog days of summer are over. We're previewing every NFL team until September 4th, the start of the NFL season. So I cannot wait for that. So stay locked in with us. Kid, any last words before we get up out of here?
Let's just have a nice couple next few days. Hopefully it's not as hot on
Yeah.
Thursday's pod because it's hot right now. Still, you see the
Yeah.
forehead is glistening
It's
right now. Right now it's about 88 outside. I told Dylan. Dylan was like, "Yo, can we do the pod today at 6?" I said, "That's perfect. It's supposed to rain." Not
Never
1
rained.
ounce of rain.
That's
One
Mother
ounce.
Nature for you, kid.
That's all I was like, "It's perfect. We could do it at 6, Dill. That's perfect.
Yeah.
It should pour." Man,
Man.
hot as hell.
Yeah, hot as hell. Well, appreciate you for sticking it with us. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Derp, appreciate you. Appreciate everyone listening.
Shout out y'all, man.
And we will see you guys on Thursday. Good luck with all your bets. Enjoy the games. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Peace.